So, how I made $20,000 in profit. This is cash in the bank after expenses, and it's been a long time coming. Guys, I've been in this space for 5 years. Imagine being in this space for 5 years, grinding your ass off, and not really prioritizing profit. All of my videos moving forward, my goal with you guys is to take the 5 years of losing thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Making mistakes, 5 years of learning and experiences. And what I want to do is I want to condense everything and give it to you guys. So you don't have to go through 5 years. You don't have to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars and make mistakes. And this video right now is I've taken everything I've learned. I've reached a point where I realized that I wasn't really playing the game. And the game is to profit. You're watching this video right now because you want to profit, because you want to cash in your bank so that you can do the things that you want to do. And so I don't want to gatekeep that, right? And I want to give you exactly what I'm doing right now after everything I've learned to make profit. And this is what I believe is the best way to do that right now. All right, so 20 grand profit in a single month being a growth partner. All right, so I ditched the traditional way of running the agency and I decided to be a growth partner, which we'll get more into. And I specifically went after course creators, coaches, and agencies. Right. And this can still work for you if you're running an agency after local businesses. I know some of you guys are in that niche. I will make this video to show you how you guys can use a growth partner model to be able to profit more, right? Because that's what we're all here for at the end of the day. So, who is a growth partner? So a growth partner is somebody that works with high level clients. So when I say high level clients, I'm talking high six figures. We're talking 500,000 plus. And the reason why is when you work with these types of clients, you leverage what we call an opportunity, right? And if you work with clients that are below 500K a year, then you're working with clients that don't have too much of an opportunity, right? And so by working with better clients, you not only get better results for them, but you also the changes because they're at a bigger stage in their business, the changes that you do are the value that you bring is different, right? You could do the same exact things for two different companies, but if you work with the company that is a bigger size that is doing more in revenue, the impact for the same amount of work is different, right? And this is why this is leveraged, right? And I made this model around high ticket course creators, coaches, and agency owners. It just seems like there's just a huge demand right now for people that know how to grow marketing and sales in this niche, but not enough supply, which is the people, right? Which is what I am presenting to you guys today to be a growth partner. Okay. And a growth partner, again, they work with select few clients. You don't work with a lot of clients like a lot of the gurus are talking about right now. You're working with a select few clients and you get paid a premium. All right. So you only need two clients to hit 10K a month and you get paid a premium and you can value results, right? We value results over anything else, right? And we get paid in proportion to the results, right? So instead of working with a lot of little clients and getting paid a flat fee, we're working with a lot of big clients and getting paid in proportion to that. All right, so it's a win-win for both parties. Now, after 5 years in this game, I want to share the insights that I've learned. Okay, this means that you don't have to make the mistakes I did, like I said, and you can compress time and lessons into this short video here. All right, the first things first. First lesson. First lesson is profit, as I mentioned. Nothing matters, and listen to me when I really truly take this point home. Just drive it in. Profit is the only thing that matters in your business. I will say that again. Profit is the only thing that matters in your business. Do not look at revenue. Look at what comes out of your P&L every single month. And if you're not tracking your P&L, that's an even bigger problem, right? You need to prioritize this. I'm saying this because I care for you. Prioritize profit, right? And what I'm not saying is that there won't be moments that you'll break even or even possibly go red. But my question is, how calculated are you with the oxygen of your business, which is profit? Profit is the oxygen. You cannot breathe without profit. Okay, is that the singular focus in your business, right? And if you're not profiting as much as you like right now, then you need to make a change that will allow you to pump and pour oxygen so that you can breathe. Right now, if you're not breathing, it's because you don't have profit. And so you need to come up with a way for you right now to be able to make profit. If you already run an agency, you need to find out a way, which I'll get into, And if you're starting an agency or you're looking to expand your agency, then you need to find a way that's going to best allow you to make profit. Okay, I was forced, guys. I was in a situation where even after 3, 4 years of grinding my ass off, even hitting good numbers, 50K a month in revenue in our agency, that's cash collected, I still didn't have profit at the end of the day. And so it forced me to develop a solution, which is what I'm sharing with you guys today, right? I was working loads of hours. I was clocking in 13, 15-hour workdays, 6 days a week, yet I wasn't reaping the fruits of my labor. And this was entirely because of the model that I was in. The model that I was in, the model that these gurus are teaching you was flawed. It's just so hard, right? And so I formed a different model. And this is I didn't learn this from anybody. I just was so much in my pain that I wanted to find a model where I just based off of what I thought was true, I tested it, right? And I'm going to share that with you guys today, right? And this leads me to my second point. If you're in an agency or you're looking to grow an agency, stop making crazy guarantees. Okay, especially if you guys are doing the money back guarantees, the full refund guarantees. This is a disaster, right? You need to get very clear. If you guys have a target audience, you're serving somebody else, you need to get very clear on what you're delivering and what people are paying you for. What is somebody paying you for? And get very clear on that. Make sure that that person understands what you're going to do for them. They have the right expectations from the get-go. All right, the last thing you want to do is work only to refund your client. Do 3 months of work only to refund a client or get a dispute. That's not business, guys. That's stupidity. And I am guilty of that. I realized these crazy guarantees, money back. This is not business, guys. This who came up with this topic of working to refund. This is insanity. That's insanity, right? You should only do that if you're sure 99% of the time you're going to deliver. It shouldn't be like a 50-50, right? Which is where I was operating, where most of us operated. All right, so again, this leads back to the topic. You need a profit. And to put simply, profit is what comes in minus expenses. Right? So what comes in terms of cash collected, income, minus expenses. And what you're left with is profit. And that's your personal take home. Right? But if you, instead of profit coming in, and if you lose money by refunds, right? So you had money coming in, but it goes out and you're just future projecting the money that comes out. So money comes out, then you also still have your expenses. Expenses aren't going anywhere. So not only did you incur all of these expenses and costs, you're also now having to refund that money that took you so long to get results for. And guess what? You end up, that is a disaster. That is a formula for knocking you out of business. And I went out, my first try it at the agency, I went out of business because of this model, right? And so, and a lesson for you to learn is that you need to be very clear on what you're delivering. Get rid of these crazy guarantees, right? The old agency model. Get rid of any of these things where you're putting your neck on the line, right? You need to move over to a model where you're going to be 100% sure that you're going to gather all the profits, right? And you need a model that is going to maximize you being able to profit the most out of this. All right, moving on to the third point. Are you guys ready? You guys paying attention? Third point is to leverage your income. Now, what do I mean by that? What's the highest amount? The highest dollar amount that you guys can get paid for per hour? Is this a question that you ask yourself? How how much is the highest amount that you can get paid for per hour, right? And what are the models? What's the model at which it's going to allow you to maximize this to its fullest potential? What do I mean by that? Well, if you believe, like right now, I'm getting paid $400 to $600 per hour of my time. If I'm not picking a model that's allowing me to get paid that amount per hour, then I am in a flawed model, right? And the old agency model, when I was not doing the growth partner model, which I'll share here, and what that is, I was doing the agency model. So I was hiring a big team, I was doing softwares, I was having a lot of clients, I was having to manage the team and a lot of clients, and I was only taking home maybe like 50, 60% margins, right? Which is okay, it's not bad, right? And the argument here that I made to myself was that if I work less, I buy back more of my time. But the thing was, majority of the time, I was spending my time not really doing a lot. I was managing a lot of people. I was just having a lot of conversations. It's just very complex. And that led to just inefficiency in the business. I was hiring team members that weren't fully efficient. I myself wasn't fully efficient because I was just trying to manage people that weren't fully efficient, right? And so it just turns into a net loss. You lose money, right? And that affects bottom line. And then when you look at the P&L, when you're looking at, what you have left in your bank, you're not left with much because you just worked with a model that didn't work to your favor, right? Or you can go with the growth partner model where you just get rid of a freaking big team, right? You just get rid of the big team, right? So you just get rid of all inefficiency in the business. That's the first step to get profit. And then you minimize expenses as close to $0 as possible, as close to $0 as possible. And this is what you can do when you're the growth partner. When you're a growth partner, you have the clients, your partners, cover the costs, right? Then instead of working with so many little clients, you work with a few big clients that pay you a premium. There's less time managing or even zero time managing because you no longer work with a team, right? You have virtually zero costs and expenses. You get paid more, right? And you focus on doing the work that you get paid the most amount for, right? So you focus on doing the work that drives the needle and you profit way more. And for that reason, you're efficient and you get paid more. And guess what? Your bank account goes up. Okay, this is what, again, this video goes back to how do we get your bank account to go up? All right. And not to mention the first option here, where most agencies are operating, is a lot of risk and less profit. Second option allows you to profit way more and much quicker so you can breathe and have stability in your agency. This is the very first thing. When I thought back to this, I said, what are we following here? We need to follow first principles, right? First principle is what is needed first. What's the first thing that's needed, right? We might be getting to this step. Like if you want to build a big business, that this is most likely the next step. You need to build out a team, right? But if your goal is to just make sure that you have enough money, then you need to do what's going to allow you to make the most money first, right? And in a quick enough time as well. And so the first principles in this order is you need to profit first. You need to make money. You need to make sure that you have liquid in your bank account so you don't go out of business. And so we need to act out of alignment with what model is going to allow you to be able to make the most profit. And that is the first step. And then you make the next step. Okay, so if we're looking at profit as an equation, let's just look at it as an equation. So it's an equation of profit, cash collected minus expenses equals profit. And so in this model, when you're doing the growth partner model, you're increasing cash collected, right? Because you're working with clients that are going to pay you more. You're ensuring that the cash collected has a 0% chance of leaving, which means that we're not doing refunds, we're not doing any sort of crazy guarantees. The money that we get in, that we receive, all the cash that we're going to pour in, more cash collected that we pour in, we keep 100% of it. There's no chance of it leaving. That provides stability, that provides cash flow projection, that makes sure that you're secure there. Okay, so we have that part down, right? Again, we're working towards this formula of getting more profit. Then we leverage the highest dollar amount of work. So now, we're not incurring all these inefficiencies with bringing on team members that aren't going to be 100% efficient. We're only controlling variables that we know we can control so that we can leverage the highest amount of money that we can get paid for the time that we actually work. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to just stay around for 10 hours on my laptop, guys. If I need to work 4 hours and I can get paid the most amount for those 4 hours, I'm fine with that. All right. And this is what we need to think. We need to think of efficiency. It's not about the amount of hours that you work or the amount of money that you make, but how efficient are you with the time that you put in? And you want to minimize all risk, minimize all expenses, right? Or even eliminate it all. Eliminate anything that doesn't serve you or your client that has leverage. And this is how you increase lots of profit, right? The outcome of this is a ton of cash in your bank. It's not rocket science, guys. And this is what I realized. It's not rocket science. It's a formula. I need to follow the formula. I need to follow math. I need to follow what makes sense and bring it back down to its bare bones. Bring it back down to the bare bones, right? And this compounds month after month. You have more and more cash. And guess what, guys? You this is what you came in business to do. This is what you came in business to do, right? And honestly, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing this model until I make a good 100 grand in cash, liquid. Then I'm going to do it as I please with business, right? But this way you have space to breathe, right? You can make better decisions and you just have 100K liquid in cash. I think it'd be all great for us to have 100K liquid in cash. And so we need to pick a model that's going to fit that, right? So if you're an agency right now that's fully running, right, a quick way for you guys to turn into a growth partner model or just take a select few clients is, right, you could either launch a consulting offer, right? Consulting allows you to profit. It's a very high profiting model. And so if you have the expertise, then 100% do consulting, right? With the clients that are willing to pay you this amount, right? If you're a beginner, I'm going to give you guys a different model. But if you're running an agency right now and you have the authority, launch a consulting offer, immediately cash flow into your business, right? And profit. And there's no guarantee for a full refund. All of that is cash for your business, right? But if, well, let's just say, let's go with that example, right? On top of that, if you don't want to do consulting, you can also do a performance-based offer where let's say that you have 5 clients right now and you're just doing a flat fee of 2,000 a month. That's 10K in overhead. Let's say it's 3K or 10K in revenue, 3K, let's say overhead. That's 7K profit. Instead of doing that, take the best clients that you have right now and get paid more from those clients, right? So pour more into your best clients because they're gonna not only see the best results and will be willing to pay you more, right? But you can scale with those clients. So instead of getting paid only just 2K, switch your offer with those clients into a performance-based offer, a rev share offer, where you can go from 2K a month to 5, 6K. And instantly that's going to 3X the amount of LTV from your client, and then also just be able to allow you to profit more, right? It's going to be chunking down, right, what you are currently doing. But let's say that you don't have any clients right now, right? And you're just looking for the best model to profit, right? This is what you need to do, right? So go into a vehicle worth going, right? Just what which I told you guys. Right now, I believe creators, high-end coaches, seven-figure agencies are the best companies that you guys can go after, right? And be a growth partner, right? I've worked with so many agencies. I've worked with coaches, course creators. They all need help with their sales and marketing. So if you can learn the main things, which is basically to sum up the skills, it's mainly ads, outbound. If you have experience in appointment setting, if you have experience in sales, right? Learning how to convert, get attention and convert the attention. You just get really good at these two things. That's all you need to do to be a growth partner. And then you learn these skills, which we teach you. And then you can apply these to agencies, courses, or coaches, right? And you work as a growth creator, right? So you get, let's say 10 to 15% of extra revenue generated, right? Get paid at least 5 to 6K per client. Get 2 clients, that's 10K profit, right? You don't have a team, you don't have expenses. You could bring on a few, like maybe a VA to help you out, but mainly you're going to be paid a premium and you keep the entire thing. And there's no such thing as expenses, no such thing as money back guarantee. You're working off performance and you're working with the right clients. And so you don't need a huge team, right? You can even have the clients to cover your expenses and just take home 10K or 20K and you could scale it, right? But you start with the model that's going to allow you to profit the most, right? So this is what allows you to be able to do that. Right now, I just dropped an entire uh, community and a Google Doc showing you guys how to actually get results for your clients, the step-by-step process that I did to be able to do that. So you guys can follow my process that I've been able to do for coaches, creators, and agencies. And truly believe, again, the only thing that matters is profit. So pick the model that's going to allow you to do that. And as long as you learn the skills of generating attention and converting attention, you could take that and apply that and be a growth partner in these businesses and choose the right vehicle. Learn from my mistakes and my wallet. All right. So if you're interested in becoming a growth creator, just comment down below or just shoot me a message. I'll send you over to the free group. It's a private free group that you can jump into, and we teach you everything. We'll have a course there that you can go through. This is all free. I just want to get this information out, see how you guys resonate with it, and then see what to do after that. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace.